released her wrist, then grunted as her fingers traced the outline of his dick through the cloth of his undersuit. There was no hiding that he was rock hard. But why hide it? He wasn't some human pathologically ashamed of his bodily functions, and Shepard, well, she wasn't exactly acting horrified. Huh. For all her bravado, her touch was more hesitant than he'd expect. Cupping, pulling, exploring. She made a little... Oh, I'm the tank. What the hell? No,
story time with Tank!
No.
Come up here, Tank. Let's have a story
God.
time.
I'm going to be the most terrifying tank you've ever experienced.
Shoot the clown.
Reading that, it's probably not very far from the truth.
Tell me a story.
Don't attack me and I won't attack you. Don't attack me and I won't attack you.
Tell me. Oh god, there's zombies. Excuse me.
Okay, where was I? She made a little noise, like she was concentrating. At this point, he wanted to hurl the pistol away, shuck her armor, and bend her over the nearest crate. But without being able to see her face, he couldn't get a good handle on what was going on in that stubborn head of hers. And without that feedback, he couldn't tell if she was in the mood to pull the trigger and get them both sent to medbay for more than chocolates to patch on. So he tested the water. Don't act like you're not impressed, Shep. Hey!
That must be a bad idea.
It's story time with Pigrin Tank.
God damn it, Blue! You interrupted me at the best part.
I'm coming. Hold on now, I'm coming.
Don't act like you're not impressed, Shepard. Turians pack more heat than human man. If you're scared, the door's over there. I won't tell the crew you ran away.
Get your picture taken with
Save it. I've seen pictures. I'm not a dumbass. If I wanted a lion to shoot fair, I'd get it from Jacob or
I'm not a
Zayn.
dumbass.
But I want to shoot the big
Yeah.
gun.
I don't know if it's a good
And
plan,
this,
but it
she
is a
said,
plan.
emphasizing her point by dragging the backs of her nails down his legs, is a very big gun indeed. His mandibles flapped against the inside of his helmet as he mustered the willpower not to thrust against her hand.
Watch out!
It helped that his pistol arm was beginning to cramp, but that was about to get annoying. Shifting a bit, he dropped the armor catches at her waist, explaining, "Chatter is great, but you aren't going to fire this thing unless we find a place to mount it." Agreed. After a bit of fun, it was fumbling, not fondling. We're not there yet.
I got it.
After a bit of fumbling, along with his free hand gun that clung to the floor. How do I... There's a flap. Just reach in and pull it out of the holster. Right. Her alien fingers walked themselves to his fly and circled his cock and hauled it out. Oh, hey now, diagrams and brochures didn't do justice to the design.
I got this one!
As he watched her stroke him from tip to base, up and down, questing for sensitive spots, teasing her like nerve blusters. Exactly how did you study these diagrams, Shep? But then he gasped. She'd taken her hand away and placed it on her own hip, something she did when irritated or weird. What? I think, she growled, increasing the pressure on the pistol's trigger. Oh yeah, that... I think you should go back to calling me Jay. I kind of like that a lot.
I need help!
Major, stop interrupting! Get it good.
People aren't helping.
He's apologizing.
I won't be flipping anyway. Now where was I? Okay. She rocked her hips back to display the wet spot at the crotch.
Heal up already.
Then trailed her fingers down roughly. He loved the groan that escaped her as her fingers made smooth. Jane, he rasped. Jane, we're going to need our hands free to do this right. This, he said, wriggling the pistol they both clasped, is in the way. Can we get rid of it? Or do you need to hang on to this little toy while you handle it? She snickered and let go. Chuck it down. He obliged before she could change her mind, sending the gun skittering across the floor to the opposite wall. His remaining glove was quickly removed and forgotten as a velvety alien hand resumed its ministrations on his cock, which was now fairly pulsing. A tiny piece of him clamored for intimacy, to be naked together with Jade for days, not armored and helmeted, having a quick hang tucked in the back of a hanger, but he tucked that much away, determined to enjoy the moment as much as Jade seemed to be doing. She brought his hand to her apex and showed him the hitting opening of her suit. One more print for purposes more utilitarian, he says. Too small, the cloth would get in the way. He tore it open with one hand jerk. She didn't protest. Too far gone, maybe. She was good and ready, he thought. With that, page turn! He thought, with that little nub and gorge begging to be scrubbed. He ran the back wall, and found her slickly hot. Hearing the faint panting sound transmitted by her helmet, he had the presence of mind for one last thing. You got any allergies to dextro ammo I should know about? No, don't belong in N7 if it all it takes to bring you down to a single round from a Turian. You, my burrito nothing to worry about here. Good.
Reloading.
Now give me that. Do I need to go on? Or should I actually start playing?
There's not much point.
I think it's a little late for that.
Keep going? Very well. You just all have to hear the thrilling climax of the story, and I mean the thrilling climax, yes. I lost my page again. Combined layers of plating prevented her from feeling the rise and fall of his breath. Stopped her from looking into his eyes, where they clenched under wide open, where his mandibles pulled down his saber-wide grin, or clamped to his jaw in concentration. Rising forward, she glided his glorious, silvery blue tip to her opening, and sank onto it gradually at first, as if it were a luxury. Well, it was a luxury in so many ways. A luxury to find such a pleasurable, albeit temporary, resolution to their argument. A luxury to curl herself against one of the few people in the galaxy she could trust. A luxury to be with Garrus who matched both her skills and her wit, rather than stuttering and falling into line as he had done here. Also, a luxury to get straightened out by her unexpectedly well-hugged best friend Nick. Well, that sentence ruined the emotional moment.
I'm down.
There was that.
It did really.
Sometimes, when you're installing non-standard hardware, you have to go easy, she explained, pressing him over so slowly in, the hissing sound emanated from his helmet, which she decided to interpret as a good sign. And sometimes, you gotta just
Anybody know who the race car guy is?
jam it in there!
The best stock car racer of all time. Try reading a book sometime.
Alright, let's see, wait. She sat down hard, taking him in to the hilt, and shuddered. Oh, God, where the hell have you been hiding this thing, Garrus? Under my under my bunk so grunt won't break it. Smart mouth. She grasped the collar ridge of his suit and pushed him down. Remembering the skin at Turian collars was sensitive, she ran her hands along it. This was almost...
Hi, Tank.
Hey! Slammed down again and lifted a ragged but hit exactly the right spot. She braced herself and Mule! He brought his hands forward and tore again at her underskirts, navel and upper thighs, and reaching inside and around, gripped her ass. She feared he would pierce the skin, but the sting never came, and she forgot about it instantly when he began pressing her hips against his hard, slow. Not only was her clit grinding deliciously against him now, but she could feel the deep inside traces. You see him slamming and creating the remaining armor dwindled into nothingness in her world. Already she could feel a climax with her. Her focus narrowed to encompassing only the pleasure arcing outwards from between her legs where Garrus was page turn, insistently bearing that thick cock. Jade arched and bent her head to drink the view, to see how he spread her cutum and filled her completely. It was too much. Her insides clenched and fluttered in anticipation, the Turian beneath her growling. Oh, where was I? Speeding his pace in response. And then she was falling, burning, quaking in her knees as her eyes watered. Garrus reacted to the spasm, triggering him and thrust hard and spilled into her in great, desperate shudder. She collapsed against his chest, finding his hands with hers and squeezing relief when she felt him lean back. After a few moments of wafting gradually back to reality, Shepard sat up gingerly. She was going to be sore all over for at least the next day, but she didn't give a damn. Hey, she said gently. God damn it. We should probably clear out of here so others can use the hangar. He nodded curtly. She eased herself off him, noting the smear of their mingled juices at the flyer's
Anybody got any ideas?
and quickly put her own hard suit back together. She had to tuck the torn scraps of cloth in her waist so they wouldn't show after she exited the hill. Garrus reassembled his armor and retrieved his rifle. While she was still hunting in a corner for her stashed rifle, he waited near the exit. Good sign, she thought as she came up to him there. So here's the plan, he said, crossing his arms. You ready? Page turn. This ought to be interesting. She smiled to herself. Sure. He bent forward, pulled her close, and whispered, Got it. I won't improvise this time. I should hope not, he grumbled. Let's go. Together they strode out of the hangar. All business. No one appeared to be on this level, thank goodness. They got into the elevator in silence at the crew quarters level. Garrus got out and stalked back towards the gunnery as if on his way to put serious hurt on someone. All the chatter in the mess died around him. Shepard, for her part, went directly to her cabin, took her helmet off and sighed, sinking onto the sofa. Edie, thank you for your cooperation. You can unlock the hangar.
You're welcome.
The routine use now. Acknowledge, Commander. Do you require any medical assistance? Nah, I'm just bruised. I've got it covered, but thanks. Miranda, Exo Lawson will be on duty for the next 6 hours and 30 minutes. Perfect. I'll be here until then. That'll be all, Edie. That is the conclusion of the fanfic. Would you like me to continue reading the fan fiction, however?
You want to charge money for that?
Demon, change your pants and come talk to me again.
No, I wanted to jump, you asshole.
Okay, this is over. This is over.
Oh, it's not over. It's not over, Major. It is not over.